Hi guys, it's Dan from Hobbytown in Lincoln, Nebraska, and I'm going to open up a case of Edge of Eternities collector boosters today. Alright, so here we go. Wish me luck. Let's get a bunch of fracture foils in here. I think those are the hot ones out of here. Alright. This set, definitely the art on it is great. I don't know, Wizards just seems to be knocking it out of the park as far as art direction and things of that nature these days. I would say more so than as long as I can remember. Uh, it's been pretty great. I'm going to kind of move fast through the commons and uncommons because collector boosters, we're looking for the good stuff. All right, this is a Galaxy Foil Island. Pretty rad. For Cosmic Goyf. Okay, there's our first. What do they call these stinking things? These are the like stellar ones, so that's pretty cool. All right, our card. Suppose I'll put that there. But the artwork on this stuff, I think that they've done a good job with kind of throwing it back to some of the like Age of Space type of vibes. Oh, upside down, but more so than anything else. It just feels like they're paying attention to things, and so there's a borderless Cosmogoyf, Grove of the Burnwillows non-foil, and then this is their like this is the showcase treatment. So this guy, he's all right, but I'll put that there. Okay. Oh no, that's the land guy. I think he's actually pretty good, but he is 4 mana, so uh, you know, as to whether or not he actually sees play or not is a good question. Some commons, uncommons. The land is pretty great. They've done a good job with those. All the borderless, the like man lands are pretty cool. Oh, there's a signed art card. Feels like the packaging is like thicker or something, maybe. Maybe it's just that my hands are weak, but seems like it's thicker and tighter than normal. I'm sure there's good ones in here. I'm just going to skip through. Okay, now the galaxy foiling on these is so subtle on some of them. This one, there's quite a bit more galaxy foiling that you can notice. So, Forest looks great. Strip Mine. Yeah, baby. I love that thing. And then here's that Devastating Onslaught. Cool. The hope is to open up a bunch of strip mines in limited and wreck my opponent. That's the hope here. It's a dream. Destroy all of my opponent's land bases. That mountain looks pretty great. Swarm Yard, and then oh, that's the land. That thing looks pretty good. Boy, a lot of these cards just are. Magic's really been stepping up their game the last couple of years, but this is the best set yet in terms of art direction and kind of just, I don't know, the quality of art and the quality of card. Just, it feels a lot different than, let's just say, 5 to 10 years ago, Zendikar Rising days, for instance. Um, Seems like they've kind of gone back and fixed their problems. There's the planes. Looks pretty incredible. There's a foiled Dust Bowl. Cool. So it's been pretty good. I'm happy with how they're doing it so far. Happy with where Magic's at these days. Seems like it's been hit after hit. There's your green land. Oh, this is one of the good cards out of the set, the Starfield Vocalist. Obviously non-foil, but looks good. There's Lava Claw Reaches, and then the borderless red-white commander double strike thing. So I have no idea how rare the fraction foils are. So we'll see if we hit some over the course of the... Oh, here's that solar array. I like this card. I think this card, they did a good job as far as design of it. The Eternity Elevator. Okay. So I put that there. Reprint bonus sheet or whatever it is that they call it anymore. Uthros. There's Celestial Colonnade. And then here's the foil showcase landfall guy. Looks pretty good. I don't know. All the art, it's pretty evocative. It's pretty strong in terms of how they have been directing it. So I'm happy with things these days. Hey, there's a breeding pool. Endless Sands. And Emissary Escort. Non-foil breeding pool, but maybe we will get some foil duels in here if we're lucky. Island is pretty good. Blinkmoth Nexus. That's pretty sick art. And then there's the Angel as well, and that looks pretty great in foil as well. So cool. That one looks good. Is that going to be actually good and constructed? That's a different story, but pretty rad artwork. There's a non-borderless version. Foil Celestial Colonnade. And then the Terra Symbiosis. All right, box one done. I'm gonna move the commons and uncommons out of the way because those suck. Okay. I got these all from the same case, so maybe we can make, or at least infer a little bit of distribution out of it, perhaps. Well, there's Wandering Funeral and the loading. Again, stiff packaging for these things. I was just opening up some Star Wars Unlimited cards last week or the week before, and they have like a paper packaging, and they are easier than this. There's that Eldrazi, the like showcase guy, the Vestige. And then I guess this is a fracture foil. I'm not sure. The foiling is like kind of cool. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know actually. We'll have to see if that is if that's good or not. I don't know. If that's the best version or if that's just like pretty cool. So, I don't know. It kind of looks like a regular foil, but it's like got like a I don't know, like an oil slick look to it almost. Interesting. That Black White Knight guy. That terrain generator's great artwork. I love that. And then here's the okay. This is our first poster. Deafening Silence. Oh man, that thing is cool. Cool. Wonderful. That looks pretty cool. I like that a lot. Almost looks like a secret layer. I don't know if that's one of my other staff members was saying that maybe those were available in play boosters but non-foil. I cannot corroborate that at all, but they look great. Here's Meteor Crater, foil, and then the black white commander dude. Oh, there's a Tezzeret emblem on that side. Okay. Yay, $1. And then here is a Galaxy Foil breeding pool. That thing's pretty. That thing looks good. That thing's pretty cool. I love that. There you go. That's one of the good cards. Scavenging Grounds, and then that like menace guy. Sunset Saboteur. Oh, hey, there's the Supernova or Super Void or whatever. Can't wait to cast this card. That art is actually pretty great though. But it's a sharp looking card and it's a it's a fun, good card. Mana Confluence. And so here's a breeding pool that's foil, but it's not Galaxy foil. Where was that breeding pool that I had? Okay. These are definitely different. We can see, but you can tell the difference between regular and then Galaxy foil on. So cool. We'll put them right next to each other. There you go. Hopefully they don't get lost as I sort everything out later on. That Galaxy foil is pretty subtle in its foiling. Light Stall Inquisitor. I probably should have done a better job and looked through everything. He has a 1-drop white creature, so I'm assuming he disrupts something. I think I like the planes the best out of all of them, out of the basics. Arch Enemy's Charm. There's an Ink Moth Nexus. That Meteor Crater is great in foil. The rainbow effect really, really looks great. Yeah, that's a pretty good job there. Space-time anomaly. And again, this looks great. Almost through 2 of them. Geez Louise, Osteoharmonist. Sure, Wizards, sure. Good looking art, if nothing else. It almost feels like some of those basics have. Oh, there's a Stomping Ground non-foil. Power Depot. Oh, okay. Here's a Japanese. I'm assuming this is a Fracture foil because I think that they only come in Japanese. It isn't a strong foil. I don't even know what card this is. I hate to say it. But that's the anime art for whatever that card is. So let's hope it's good. All right. That's end of box 2. So box 2 definitely better than box 1. At least I think it was. The breeding pool was good. And then obviously this Japanese showcase card looks cool. All right. On to box 3. I was going to say that, oh, there's a regular breeding pool. And here's a Sacred Foundry, not Galaxy Foil. Some of the basics look like they have regular foiling, and then some basics look like they have Galaxy foiling. So we'll have to look and see if there's actually a difference or if it's just the Galaxy foiling is so like subtle that that you aren't sure. But I mean, you can see this forest. You can definitely see the Galaxy foiling on it very easily. Plaza of Heroes, sure. Oh, okay. This must be a Fracture foil. This is the Supernova too. So, I'm assuming that's the coolest card we've pulled so far. It looks pretty rad. So, huh. Cool. I'll put it right over here. Pretty slick. That's a cool way to destroy all your opponent's creatures. Let's see. Shambling Vent, whatever. And then weapons manufacturing, but the foiling on it is crazy. It's kind of hard to see, but like the like lightning bolts are foiled, but a lot of the rest of the card is not. Um, Boy, man, they did a good job on making these cards look cool. All right, Kilo, the Moonlight Meditation, Eldrazi Temple, another one of those. I am happy that they're kind of being a little bit more aggressive as far as like reprinting some of these older like lands that have needed a reprint for a while. Uh, that's what they need to do. Oh, hey, that space whale thing looks pretty cool. Starwinder. And then the borderless lava claw reaches. And then there's the consult the star charts. Creeping Tar Pit and the bioengineered future borderless foil. I don't know. That might be a commandery type of card that eventually the kids will like. We shall see. Fen. Man, that Cascading Cataracts. This is non-foil, but the art is so sharp. And then here's that green-white construct guy. The made for Commander fellas, obviously. They have a whole slew of those. There's the Devastating Onslaught, non-foil, and then the Loading Zone. That one's good. All right, getting down to a couple of packs left of box 3. So far, I think pretty good stuff. There's a foil high market. And Sands, there's another one of that dumb black wizard creature. Maybe he's going to end up being really good and I'll eat my words, but more than likely he's just some random 3-drop black creature that you'll forget about in a year. Borderless Watery Grave, Hissing Quagmire, and then here's the English Super Void. Put that there. Okay, one more. Last pack of box 3. Sunset Saboteur. Okay. All right. Box 3, a little bit weaker, I think. But onwards and upwards here. Move this pile of junky commons out of the way. Foil clue tokens, but all right. So yeah, here this plains is obviously got galaxy foiling. Um, and this one doesn't. Yeah, there definitely are galaxy foil and regular foils in there. Can definitely tell. This guy right here has the galaxy, and this one does not. So, okay. That's like impossible to see just by like rifling through it super quick. But there you go. Nesting ground. Oh, and then here's the this is the frenzied Bela dude. Uh Definitely the meme obviously is power creep. 2 mana for that thing. A little bit more powerful than Fungal Bloom back in the day, maybe, let's say. Some other 2 casting cost green junk card. Uh, but there's Tezzeret, Foil Crystal Quarry, and then Terra Symbiosis. Foil Elemental token. Is that rare? Maybe? I'm assuming that the Tezzeret emblem is the rare one, but there, that's a galaxy foil. Another Crystal Quarry foil, and then the red enchantment where it does damage to everything in the world. Aura, I suppose, does damage. Non-foil or non-galaxy foil. The Dominion bracelet. Borderless. Looks like the only thing was we Sacred Foundry and Celestial Colony. Hey, here's a foil borderless Tezzeret. I would say I like the artwork. I definitely don't love the artwork. I mean, it's cool. It just isn't. I don't know. It isn't a wow type of artwork like maybe some of the other stuff, though. But still, that's a valuable card. That's a cool card. Moodball. Ooh, that's good. And so here's a Japanese Super Void that is not Fracture Foil. Uh, okay, so look what we have here. We've got all 3 of the showcase ones. We've got the Fracture Japanese, we've got the regular Japanese, and then we have just the regular showcase one in English. So, okay. Plenty easy to sort and collate, and I'm sure that there's a need for all of those different versions of that card. But who am I to question that? Foil borderless Thespian Stage. Okay. Space-time anomaly. And recognize that card. I don't know if I love the text on these like reprint ones. Some of them, the Lumbering Falls, I could like barely read that. I was like trying to figure out what it said. Endless Sands. There's your green white bug dude. Genomorph Imago, I guess. Sure. There's a good one. Cathedral of War. Oh, and then here's a Galaxy foil Stomping Ground. Cool. Celestial Colonnade. And the Mutinous Massacre. Out of there. There's another Galaxy Plains. Regular Tezzeret. See, I think I like this artwork better than the showcase artwork. I don't know. Zoomed out like that, it just doesn't pop for me, I guess. Uh, there's Raging Ravine showcase foil. 0 point ballot. Now that's a cool piece of artwork, though. That looks good, even though it's an art card. Okay. Box 4 done. On to box 5. Don't crush my foil lands. Alright, I'm assuming that I put a stack of commons into my rares because it's getting pretty big. I'm gonna move them out of the way here. Without creating too much of a mess. Okay. Home stretch here. Box 5. Get another fracture foil out of this. I don't even know what else is fracture foiled in this set. I would assume that, like, good blue dude is. And there's a regular breeding pool. And I'm assuming that that 2 casting cost artifact that we got in Japanese, there's a fracture foil of it, but I have no idea what the heck that is. There's a foil emblem. That card, and then there's the top card of your library, jellyfish thing. Here's a Galaxy Foil Godless Shrine. It is, again, really subtle foiling to it. So, as you are opening your collector boosters, pay attention to that. It is surprisingly subtle, and potentially easy to miss. Mystifying Maze, that's really great artwork, though. Or at least how the card, like, I don't know, the vibe of the card, I suppose, just looks pretty great. There's a signed art card. Buy those all from me. I don't know what to do with all my signed art cards sitting in boxes, waiting for somebody to buy them all. There's a Inventor's Fair and another one of those Terra Symbiosis borderless. Have a couple of those now. Halfway through this box. There's a... No, that is not a galaxy. It kind of looked like it at first. Literally making my point. There's another one of those Dominion bracelets. Those stinking cards are, like, hard to tell if it is a galaxy foil. Maybe I'm getting too old. I need to get my eyes checked. Or maybe they could do a little bit better job of foiling those up and make them a little bit more snazzy. I don't know. Creeping Tar Pit, and there's an Archenemy's Charm. Foil borderless. That one looks pretty cool. That actually might be pretty good. I think that'll be a staple type of card. A good one. I'm always down for a good, playable, flexible card. Or Depot. And, oh, hey, here's the Sliver. Thrumming Hive Pool. Foil borderless of that thing. Cool. Hoping I'd see some of those. Put in your Sliver deck. All the little kids are going to love it. Can be pretty powerful. You might need to ramp that thing, though, if you're going to have it stick. There, that's a Galaxy. Foil 1. Contested Warzone. And there's another one of those borderless vocalists. So 6 boxes. There's been, well, 5 boxes so far. There's been 3 Japanese and 1 Fracture Foil out of the 3. Blinkmoth Nexus. Here's the second poster, though. Nexus of Fate. Cool. I like that. Cool. It's got, like, the pre-worn edges and stuff like that, like an old school 50s sci-fi poster. Stomping Ground. Another one of those stupid cards. Hopefully that thing's not worth 8 pennies and it goes right into the bulk bin, maybe. Since I got 3 of them. And then this is the showcase, like, different artwork. But this is the colorless Mythic Land. So, kind of fun. All right. Last box. All right. I'm gonna move the commons out of the way again here. Let's get a second fracture foil. I think that's a good goal that we can strive towards, right? Another hive pool. I'll take that. That thing's going to be very, very, very popular. That'll probably be the card out of the set for years to come in terms of desirability. I would assume so. Ephemeral, and then the top of the library land fella. Seems like I've opened up a couple of him in different versions also. Well, if you Tristan or Pottery Grave, Train Generator. There's another one of those Saboteurs. Cascading Cataracts, man. That card just looks great. There's another Arch Enemy's Charm. Beast Token. Looking real Beast Within. Beast type token. Can't tell if that's a galaxy or not. There's a non-galaxy Godless Shrine. Reflecting Pool. Here's another one of those Explorers. All the different versions of him. I'm assuming those guys also come in Japanese and fracture foil based on the showcase artwork or whatever they're going to call it. So, anime art, I don't know. Lumbering Falls, another borderless loading zone. All right, we're down to 5 packs. Starwinders, that thing looks good. End Stone. Borderless. That looks pretty cool. If it'll ever see the table, that's another question. 7 mana artifact. But boy, oh boy, if it comes out, boy, you're going to be in trouble. Third Vocalist. Third Borderless foil Vocalist. I think that thing's like one of the popular cards, so I guess with getting those like crappy white artifact, I suppose I got 3 of this one, so can't complain too much. There's a Hive Pool. There's another Galaxy Foil Breeding Pool. There are a lot of good cards in this set, just like from a value standpoint. Feels like there's just a lot of like pretty good cards if it's on the like regular set, or if it's on the bonus sheet, or the like, that's the legendary Kavu dude. So I think value-wise, the collector boosters are obviously cheaper than the Final Fantasy ones. And if you hit a fracture foil, for instance, then you're in pretty good shape. But if you don't, there's still a lot of like pretty good stuff that's in here. So, all right. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and take care.